don't you be talking bad about Dick.
No, I'll never talk bad about Dick, especially when I'm holding the mic in my hand. In any case, the Irelanders are up on the apron and in the ring right now. And this is just a singles match, folks. Buck 10 against Paul Wright. And you can rest assured that Jake O'Reilly's going to be up to no good. Now, you notice that the referee did not check underneath Paul Wright's kilt because...
he wouldn't find anything anyway.
Well, that's what the rumor is. And look at the nice blue kilt that Buck's wearing. Oh, no, that's a pair of shorts. I'm sorry. With all these new shiny ring attire these days, Jesse, I get confused sometimes.
Yeah, I thought it was like MC Hammer's old type pants here on Buck 10, but what can you do?
That's true. Well, cautious to lock up. Oh, Paul Wright. Oh, suckered in the veteran Buck. A weak elbow to the... I'm holding on to my water now, folks. There's Jake's got a pitcher of beer. That's a good thing. There's Buck ducking under. Paul Wright lumbering over. There's the leapfrog, hip toss. Drops the bigger man down. Deep arm drag. Spins him around again. And again, you can hear Paul Wright yelling in shock. And now Buck leans on his ear there. Old ref and show in there to check it out.
I tell you, Gordo, with Buck 10, this thing between the Irelanders and Spare Change is kind of heating up. Jake is on the outside here, and Tommy Ryder is nowhere to be seen. Is there more dissension between the tag team champions?
Well, it wouldn't be the first time they had problems, you know.
We capitalized on the first time.
You certainly did, but they recouped, and then a week later won their belts back, and they remain champions to this day. And one way or the other, maybe they're afraid to face the Islanders, as some people suggest, and maybe that's why Tom Ryder isn't here and this isn't a title match, because they fear these two guys in kilts. We can see now Buck, though. He's tying up Paul Wright, flips him over.
I think you have
Paul!
A special...
We do. We have a special guest commentator here, the one and only Fighting Irish Jake O'Reilly.
Well, you know what, Paul, he's doing good. He hasn't drank enough yet. These guys don't shut their mouths.
Jake, just a question. Paul doesn't actually drink.
I know, we're working on it. He's only my half-brother. He doesn't wrestle much either. Come on, Paul. I gotta get out there.
And there you hear it right there. Oh, and a beautiful kick to the face for Buck 10. And you can hear the disappointment in Jake O'Reilly's. I don't know if he's more disappointed his pitcher of beer is empty or that his half-brother Paul Wright doesn't drink. But there's Buck sinking in.
Or wrestled, according to Jake.
Well, that's true, and we haven't seen anything to disprove any of those claims yet, folks, because Buck 10 has completely controlled this match.
Well, unfortunately, Buck 10, being 85 years old, has the senior on Paul Wright. He's wrestled longer. The only thing that Paul Wright has for both of these men is they were both in the generation.
That's true, they were, and you kicked them both out, did you not?
Absolutely, because we were garbage. You're watching this too, aren't you?
Yes, I am watching this, and now I'm watching Buck 10 basically take Paul Wright, who's been around the scene a long time, but in actuality is still quite green inside the ring, and he's being taken to school right now.
Paul is just about the same as the color of his tights. That's all I can say.
Okay, well, thank you very much for clarifying that, Jake. In a brief moment of sobriety, and there's a beautiful move right there. And it's not like, basically Buck's face is the biggest part of his body, so it's a pretty easy target. And there's a nice suplex from Paul Wright.
You know who he learned that from?
Yeah, probably from watching tapes of you, because I know you never let him in the gym. He used to have to stand outside in the shade or in the basement, maybe.
Of course, someone has to watch the car. Oh, what a nice turnbuckle.
Yeah, but he can still pull it out. And there's a big running clothesline. Lumbers into the corner there. Drives a knee up into the breastbone. Now, back elbow and a knee at the same time, and Jake O'Reilly decides to walk around and see if there's any more beer to steal. Nice snap mare now. Oh, running knee to the back. My goodness, might have popped a rib right there.
And it looks like you're just not going to get
that's it.
Water.
I'm going to lose my voice tonight. But what the hell? It's PWA's return to Brantford. And we see Paul Wright punishing Buck 10's spine. And now choking him on the ropes. Working that 5 count. And there's Jake O'Reilly. He's adding his 2 cents worth. Big chop to the back of the neck. Smooth though, nice distraction. I mean, they're a team. He's out here. They might as well use it. Buck 10 kicks out.
Buck 10, unfortunately, is one little ball of fire. He is a tough competitor. I will give him that. Well, you have to be a half man, half goat surviving in this world.
I guess so. And that's the, oh, how many? I thought that was like a 5 count myself right there. I don't know what was going on. Don't worry about those noises, folks. It's just Jake doing some redecorating while Paul pummels away at Buck 10.
We've retrieved the water, but Jake gave us a glance, so
Yeah.
be careful.
I think Jake knows I got my water bottle back. But that's just a subplot to the main story, which is precious, or he's not precise Paul Wright anymore. He's purely Irish Paul Wright.
Paul is
And
choking him.
there's a purely Irish choke right there. Something the Irish are known to do, choke.
Yeah, choke.
St. Paddy's Day coming up in just a bit, folks. Big celebration for the Irish, of course. And we can imagine that probably Jake will take that month off.
Tag belts by then.
Oh, there you have it, the prediction for Jake O'Reilly. You got to get your opponents to show up first, though. I think so, Jake. Anyways, in the ring now, Paul Wright controlling Goat. I almost called him Goat Man, Jesse, and that would have been your fault. There's the wheelbarrow into the manger spring, and he's down. Oh, Buck rolls him up. Almost covers him right there. Just like that. Bucket, he knows how to wrestle, he knows how to fly, and he cut his teeth on the Pure Violence division. Let's not forget, he's one tough customer, and he's taking it to Paul Wright right now.
No, absolutely. Buck 10 is firing on back. He is 110 pounds of pure fighting fury, according to his slogan under his name.
Yeah, that's true, and he was putting at least 80 pounds into that beautiful, oh, the size there. Paul Wright able to slip out, a little too big for Buck to hold down. What kind of chop block was that? Looked like he tried to stick his hand up his butt or something. Now he drops him down with a big slam and then just falls backwards on his own buttocks.
And Jake looks so impressed to see his half-brother, well, attempting to win this match.
Well, let's not forget that Jake's probably suffering alcohol deprivation. It's been about 5 or 6 minutes right now. And now he's got the Boston Crab locked on him in the ring.
I believe that's an Irish crab.
Well, I guess it would be, but the Irish did take over Boston, let's not forget.
That's true.
And there's Buck, he's trying to make it. And Jake's taunting him at the apron, telling him to tap. There you see Buck there straining.
Paul should be used to squatting, so he should be able to squat down and get a little more leverage on this.
Yeah,
I taught him better than this.
Yeah, he's just got him by the ankles now. He hasn't got it cinched in at all. Jake trying to hold the ropes. I think that Paul Wright's pretty much run through his whole repertoire at this point, frankly. And he's getting confused. He doesn't know what to do. And what he's
eyeing him up there.
That's right. He gave him opportunity to get his win back. And there's a high drop kick right to the face. There's a high front kick to the face. Jake's having an apoplectic fit out here. There's Buck with an enziguri, except the shin right on the occipital protuberance.
Uh-oh.
And there's the Buck 10 overdrive. And Paul Wright falls like a sack of garbage. He's going for the spring. Here it is now. Watch out. Oh, springboard, moonsault, senton, whatever you call it.
Jake with the distraction.
Yes, he's up there. He's pulling his trunks up. Good move on his part. And Paul Wright now. But with this, Buck's going up. Buck's going up top. We never know what he's going to do. Looks like Paul's waiting for him. No! Takes the cross body, eats it, manages to power out. I don't know what he was thinking right there.
Jake just almost didn't make it over. He looked like he was trying to get to some feet or something, but he slipped over his drunkenness.
Well, he is inebriated. And there's a beautiful move by Buck 10, driving Paul Wright into the mat. And again, Paul Wright barely able to kick out. The longer this match goes on, the better the stamina shows in the veteran Buck 10.
No, absolutely. Paul is what, 230, 250?
Oh, DDT! Just hammered him. Sorry, Jesse. Buck 10 pulled that DDT out of nowhere. Now he's got him covered. Oh, and Jake pulls the referee out of the ring. I could get his guy disqualified. And now Buck 10's going, what's going on? Like he doesn't know by now.
Paul is scouting out.
Yeah, you can see Paul right there. He's lining them up. He's waiting for him. There's the big boot right up the nostril. There's the cover, and it's all over. Paul Wright takes the win.